I'm watching with horror what's happening in Egypt today. The army and the police are killing people in the streets. There are reports of 120 people were killed today. There is, unfortunately, the coverage in the Western media is very little, and it's giving misleading information. The army and the police opened fire on peaceful protests everywhere, all over the country. These are not clashes. Clashes are between two parties of equal force. This is not something like that.
Raise your voice! Raise your voice! Democracy is our choice! Democracy is our choice!
I have friends that were arrested today in Egypt. I have friends that were killed today in Egypt. This is the picture that is not shown in Egyptian media, and it's also not shown in Western media. This is what we want to tell the world, and that's why we do our demonstrations here, and we'll keep doing this.
The objective of the original revolution is simply to have a decent government, a government that's not corrupt, to have social justice, to have human dignity. Right now, the military is back again, dictatorship is back again. They still talk about democracy, but people are being killed in the street. This is not a democratic system, and nothing democratic will come out of this. So the target is still the same. We want dignity, we want human rights, we want justice for everyone. And this is not achieved. We have now a military dictatorship. Actually, we are worse than the Mubarak time. Mubarak was having a police state. Now we have an intelligence state. People are being shot in the streets. It's unbelievable. And there is a complete silence in the Western world, unfortunately. Complete silence, deafening silence in the Western world.
Our revolution did not end, and that we are continuing, and that we never stop till we get back our freedom and democracy, and that's when the people actually will rule. It's not a military rule. It's not. We're not saying this is just for the Islamists or getting the Islamists back. The idea has nothing to do with Islamists back or not. The idea has to be that the Islamists came because that was the vote of the people in 5 elections. They voted for them, so they came. If they voted for someone else, we will be fighting for these people to come back. We are fighting for the voice of the people.
Right now, the Harper government is really working against Canadian values. They are supporting dictatorship and the killing of people in the street. Canadians should be able to try to pressure them, write them emails, demonstrate with us. In the next election, make it an issue. Show them that they do not stick to Canadian values. They betrayed Canadian values. We have to put a pressure on the Canadian government to make an action. They are now, unfortunately, complacent in what's happening in Egypt.
From the Nile to the sea.
From the Nile to the sea.
Egypt will be free.
Egypt will be free.
Stephen Harper, don't you see?
Stephen Harper, don't you see?
Egypt will be free.
Egypt will be free.
Stop hypocrisy. We want democracy.
Stop hypocrisy. We want democracy. Stop hypocrisy. We want democracy. Stop hypocrisy. We